I used to think it was Edgar Davids, innit? So I used to think Davids, like, get me, I'm gonna support Chelsea because of that. It's not until like a few years later it was Milky or innit?
Yeah, like, right, this is not what I signed up to.
You feel me, man? I'm thinking, yo, where's the goggles and that, like?
Hello listeners and welcome back to another episode of the Beautiful Game podcast. I'm with my right hand man Dej and he's sitting on my left. What are you saying, my guy?
I'm good, my bro. Like, this is one of the happiest I've been on the pod because you know how long I've been waiting for this guest.
Bro, this one has been cooking for a minute.
Marinating.
It's mad because I don't want to put you on blast, but I remember a conversation that we had. And you're like, if we don't get this guest on, we failed in this project. Yeah. That was your personal mission.
Yeah.
Do you remember that,
I did say that. I did say that because we've had like a personal relationship from, you know, when they say knee high, it goes way, way, way back. So it's like, had to get this guest on. We came close a few times, but I think everything in life's about timing. When we were meant to get him on before, it was abroad, you know, but now in the flesh, back in the UK. So let's get it started, man.
No, 100%. Before we introduce our guest, I just want to quickly plug the socials. @podcast_TBG on Twitter, @pod_TBG on Instagram, TBG pod on TikTok. Follow the TikTok because it's blowing up at the minute. We're getting millions of views over there. So give that a follow. Also, we're trying to build a community. I sound like a broken record, but I'm going to say it again. So we want to hear feedback from you guys. What can we do better? How can we improve? Any sort of feedback you give us in the comments on YouTube, we take it into consideration and we're going to try and respond to every single one of them. Dej?
No, I agree with you. Like, we've been messaging people back over the last few days. Love for the feedback for our previous episodes and let's just keep it going. Let's keep building and growing.
Do you want to do the introduction because I feel like it's a bit distasteful if I think.
This is the first time I've done an intro, but I'm happy to be joined by, you know, a childhood friend, someone I've known for a long time, someone that's come from the ends and he's doing great things. I think he's a shining example for all of the young people in the end. So I'm going to welcome my bro, Ola Aina.
Don't know.
Thank
you for having me, guys.
Bro, it's been a minute.
It's been a
talking
very long
off
time.
air, like just chatting, reminiscing about the old school days. Dad's Peugeot with the peach air freshener, taking us to school, talking about Chelsea because you've been a lifelong Chelsea fan. So
man,
bro, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and I'm glad to be on the podcast with you lot, man. It's been a journey,
bro. Big journey, and obviously your first podcast as well.
Yeah,
so
my first one. I'm making my debut. But man, let's get into it. I'm looking forward to it.
How does it compare to your professional debut, making your pod debut?
Listen, more butterflies, you know. I'm actually seeing the cameras. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually seeing them.
No wonder your leg is shaking.
You get me? Man, but debut. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, this one's an interesting one, like, because we could start with the here and now. We can go way back. And I think, you know, we have to go way back. Yeah. Because obviously we grew up way back together, innit? So just talk to us about your sort of upbringing. Because I think a lot of people think you're Nigerian. Yeah. Obviously you're Nigerian, but you're born in in terms of you're born in Nigeria kind of thing. So like, just talk to us about growing up.
Obviously, origins are Nigerian. I was born and raised, get me, Southeast London, like yourself. Yeah. Born here, and man, humble beginnings. Started at humble beginnings. What was it? St Andrew's Close, like you said. Yeah. And
I was in Milford, so that's like 2 blocks away.
You feel me? Yeah. So that's what it was, really, man. Nothing special. Get me? You knew the family. It was just us. mum, dad. How many bedrooms was it? 2-bedroom
Two
thing.
bedrooms.
You get me?
You, Michael.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I
Jordan
swear-
was popping
you know
along
what I'm
as
saying,
well.
man. All the blocks are the same as well, you get me?
Bro,
So
yes.
same layout and that. So yeah, man, just humble beginnings, and that's how it all started, really, innit?
Like, talk to us more in depth, because again, our families were close. We were like, I think one of the only ones on the ends that went to the same primary school.
Yeah.
So our parents used to work around shifts. So like when my mum and dad were working, it's like
Yeah,
dad will
exactly.
take us to school when we talk
Yeah.
about football, then vice versa. When your parents were
Yeah.
working, my parents would take us to school. So what do you remember about those moments, like growing up?
Do you know what I remember? On them blocks, it was like it was really family orientated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like my cul-de-sac was like two up from yours, innit? But
Yeah.
the whole St Andrew's Close, like it was just, you knew everyone in it along that way. You feel
Eddie,
me? You get me?
Yinka,
Eddie, Yinka,
Bukola, everyone,
Bukola. Like just everyone was just very family oriented, and we all looked out for each other at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really feel like I was ever in danger. You get me? If my mum had to go work, if my dad had to go work, and if I was at home alone, you get me? I always felt like I can go downstairs or across the road to knock for someone if there was trouble, you feel me?
Yeah.
So that's what I remember most from it, you get me? And obviously back then it wasn't as how the ends are now.
Yeah.
You get me? Man, we could play out until
Yeah, we were
forever,
free, man.
you know what
That
I'm
was
saying?
like an island.
Bro,
Yeah.
we could play out until whenever. Mum used to let me play out till late, you get me? And it was just calm, because she just knew, like, if anything, you know what I'm saying, there's someone there to look after my son. And that's what I remember fondly of them times still.
And if you had to say where your football journey started,
Yeah.
where did it all begin for you? At what age?
So, boy, like I always kicked ball, innit? In school I kicked ball, you know what I'm saying? But then when I left St Andrew's Close,
Because I didn't know you as a baller.
Yeah,
I
you
just
didn't
knew
know
you
me.
as athletic. You
You
could
get me?
run, you were
Yeah.
energetic.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I used to do the little skateboard thing. I don't know if you remember, but I used to do the little skateboard thing. But yeah, I think it was when I left Bermondsey, and then, because even when I left Bermondsey, I lived in Peckham for a year with my
Is
grandma.
it? Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
that.
lived in Peckham for a year with my grandma, innit? Because I couldn't leave school. Wherever I was going, there was no space for me, innit? So I had to do another year. So I was still going St Joseph's, innit?
Okay, yeah, because I think I had left.
Yeah,
Maybe
you had
to go-
left.
yeah,
You
to
had
St.
left.
Thomas, yeah.
You had left. So I still had to do another year. So I was in Peckham, innit? Because the family had already moved out from Bermondsey. So I was in Peckham. So I was still chilling, like kicking ball in school, whatever. But in primary school, I was doing a lot of gymnastics. You know what I'm saying? I was doing gymnastics, man. That was my thing. I loved it. And then once I was able to leave that primary school and obviously join my family in Essex where we went, yeah, that's when I got into ball, innit? It was my cousin and my cousin's dad. They got me into ball. He thought we were playing the same age and that. I'm a year older than him. You get me? We got there. They're like, oh, they can't play with each other. Uncle's looking like, You get me? So, but anyway, yeah, that's when it started. So I'll say I was 9, innit? 9
Okay, 9.
years
So that's
old.
when the football journey
Yeah,
started.
literally. Left the ends when I was 8. Came to Essex and at 9, and then that's when it started. Playing for my local team.
So in terms of like a team, like what team did you start off with?
It was a team called LTD Comets.
Okay.
And where was it based again? Where was it based? Grays. I think it was in Grays.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard of Grays.
Yeah, Essex side, yeah, great.
Team in Grays, and I was just doing it for fun. I can't lie to you. Like I didn't know what ball was really, innit? Just playing with my friends and that. And yeah, that's what really happened.
Because I remember from young, you were like a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
So when your dad used to
yeah.
take us to school, John Terry,
Yeah,
this and that,
yeah,
we were
yeah.
doing like our match of the day
Yeah,
analysis kind of thing, innit?
Yeah, obviously, man became a Chelsea fan from young, you know. Like, I'll say, like, maybe like 5. And it was all because of, there was one player at Chelsea at the time, I think it was Melchior.
Mario Melchior with the dreads, yeah.
Obviously, I used to think it was Edgar Davids, innit? So I used to think, Davids, like, get me, I'm going to support Chelsea because of that. It's not until like a few years later,
like,
it was milky or anything.
You're like, raw, this is not what I signed
You know what I'm saying? You feel me, man? I'm thinking, yo, where's the goggles and that, like? And then, but get me, I'd already picked Chelsea, and like Chelsea's just been my team ever since.
So obviously you're growing up, you've moved out of Bermondsey, you're now in Essex, living the high life. When did this football thing start becoming seriously?
Literally when I got scouted. Cause I didn't even, bro, we went to a tournament. So I think I just turned 10. We went to a tournament in Butlins, Bognor Regis, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Butlins,
used
that's
to
the
be-
spot. Yeah,
I'm
as a
saying,
kid going Butlins. Yeah.
Butlins, fam. And like, I remember we had a tournament there, and our team balled out. And at the end of the tournament, I remember like all the parents like coming up to my dad and that, like, fam, like your son's been scouted, like X, Y, and Z, fam, bare teams. I think it's like Southampton, Millwall, Tottenham, Chelsea. I think there was another team, but I can't remember. But there was bears, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm hearing this, but I'm just like, bruv, you get me? I'm here with my guys now. Let me enjoy. I'm enjoying myself, innit? I'm not really thinking. So then after that tournament, obviously got home and that sat me down. I was like, bruv, like these teams are onto you. Like you can actually join another team, because that's all I thought. That's all I knew, innit? Was that team. You know what I'm saying? I just thought, playing for Chelsea is just the big boys like I see on TV. You get me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he sat me down. He was like, look, we got X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? And then, get me, that's where it started to get serious. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you pick Chelsea? Was it like a no-brainer? Like, I'm a Chelsea fan, let's go? Or I know Pops is Tottenham, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're
the
saying-
story
yeah.
behind that is mad, you know. It's crazy.
Okay,
like,
what
so I
happened?
remember I was in the kitchen now. And like, obviously there was, like I said, Millwall, Tottenham, Chelsea, Southampton, innit? So my dad's already thinking, bruv, like, that's all the others, Chelsea, Tottenham, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you get me? And like, we looked at them, and like, obviously I'm a Chelsea fan, so I'm like, yeah, like, I want to go Chelsea, Dad, I want to go Chelsea, you feel me? And at the time, like, Dad was like, oof, it's far, you know? It's far, like,
Essex
bruv.
to Cobham,
To
innit?
Cobham is a myth, bro. My dad was like, he can't do it. Obviously, he's a Tottenham fan. Tottenham's just down the road. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really down the road, but it's closer.
More local, yeah.
You get me? So he was like, fam, we're going Tottenham, innit? I was a bit sad, but I thought, bro, Tottenham's still alright, innit? So we chose to go Tottenham. And obviously, when we went on trial there, I just thought, okay, like, once you've picked like a team to go on trial for, everything's done, innit? So I'm really now focused on Tottenham, you get me? And yeah, and that's what happened. Went on trial there, and it was a mad thing, man, because we was on trial for like, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And within those 3-4 weeks, Chelsea was still belling my dad, like, I still remember the guy, I think it was Darren Grace.
Yeah.
And Jim Fraser. On to my dad, bro. Like, bro, bring your son here, like, we'll help you out. Like, don't worry about the journey. You get me? My dad's a Tottenham fan, and he's just thinking, bro, it's closer, like I said. And then, anyway, come to the end of the 4-week thing. We're supposed to sign for Tottenham now, innit?
Yeah.
I don't even think no one knows this story like that, you know?
Okay, yeah.
It comes to bro.
Exclusive.
Yeah, exclusive. Hey, exclusive. This is pay-per-view, you know, I'm telling you. What's it again? So yeah, we get to the end of it now after training, and they're like, yeah, just wait outside the office, innit? Like, get the paperwork ready for your boy, innit? So let's say we're there at 12 o'clock, we're just sitting down, bro. Sitting there for hours, bro. Just seeing people walk past us, older youth players walk past us, coaches, parents, for about 3 hours, bro.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I'm young, I haven't eaten anything. Like, I'm complaining to my dad, I'm hungry and that. And like, obviously my dad's got up sometimes like, yo, like they said they want to sign my boy, like, well, go on, like, what's happening? He's just getting them ones, yeah, we'll get back to you. Bro, it's like 4 hours gone past now, and my dad's like, you know what, bun this, man.
What's he just cut?
Cut. He's like, bun this. Took me, walked out, cut. And I remember like putting my stuff in a boot, and he's like, I'm calling Chelsea. Called Darren Grace, or was it Jim, one of the two, and was like, listen, Tottenham are out here messing up. Like, they said they're gonna sign my man. they're just joking around. You get me?
So what did you hear back from Tottenham? Like, did they say what's going on, or like that was the last conversation you had with them?
Bro, that was the last time I heard from Tottenham. Heard from anyone from Tottenham. And then they called Chelsea, and Chelsea like, yeah, let's get him in, whatever. So I went the following week, bro. I didn't even do the 6-week thing. I think I'd done like a couple of days.
And they said, sign, get in
there.
there.
Just get him in, you know what I'm saying? Quit on a quick thing, like, they're not trying no interference, you know what I'm saying? But I remember that little trial at Chelsea, it was good, man. We had a couple ballers there as well at the time, trialing at the same time. Things like Reece, you remember Reece Mitchell? You don't remember Reece Mitchell? Striker. He's a 95, he's a year older than me.
Okay, no.
But anyway, yeah, I was even trialing with the older kids and that. But it was sick, man. It was sick. And then Chelsea just took me on a quick thing, like they wasn't trying to delay it. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when it all started, man.
Wow, that's mad, isn't it?
That's crazy. So take us through that stage. Obviously, you signed for Chelsea. What's happening next?
So I signed for Chelsea, and I'm still having fun, man. I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? You go to Cobham 2 times a week. Game Saturday. You know what I mean? The Saturday or Sunday. No, wait. Game Sunday, sorry. So 3 times a week, whatever. And then, yeah, games on Sunday. You know what I mean? Like I was actually living the life, man. I enjoyed it, man. I met some good people there as well. Like Chelsea, like they really looked after us, man. They really looked after me throughout my years there, and like it was just fun, man. From like under 11s to about under 15s, like bro, it was just fun. Like, I was just enjoying myself, just having fun with my friends every week. You know what I mean? And even the situation that my dad was panicking about the driving and that. Yeah, fam, we only done it for maybe a season, and then after that, Chelsea patterned like a transport thing, innit?
Serious? So what, a train thing or like?
No, like a minivan.
Yeah.
So everyone in this area that's come around from this area, we'll have a link up point, all get into the van, go there,
Chelsea don't play games.
come back. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just for our area, so there was different areas that were doing it for, you feel me? So that was even a good experience, because I'm getting onto this minibus with like, I don't know, 10, 12 man, and it's just banter. You know what I'm saying? It's just bants, bruv. So yeah, man, it was good. I'll say from under 11s to under 15s, maybe 16s, it was just all fun, man.
Because like, bro, everyone knows about that mad Chelsea youth team. Sunda, Clark Salter, Bolga,
crazy.
Everyone,
crazy,
even Thomas Solanke, Tammy, Tomori. Like, talk to us about that, man, because that must have been fun. Like, everyone's gonna have like mad careers as well. Yeah, like, brilliant careers. So like, talk to us about playing with them.
Yeah, that was I don't know. That was a period of maybe like 3 years. I want to say 4 years, where we was just dominating everything, bro, and it was fun. It was fun as well. You get me? I felt like I was a kid again. Yeah, because we was going into games thinking like, for sure we're not losing. You know what I'm saying? It was actually going into games like that. We're not losing these games, like, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. We're not losing, and like, it was just sick because the roster was mad, bro, and like, cause like matches you can like the players can float between teams, innit? So you're
under 15, 16, you know what I'm saying? Play up a bit.
You get me? So when I was under 16s and that, I was floating with the youth team, you get me? So then those are the 95. And when it's youth team, it goes, I think it's strictly just year age, innit? So it's 95. You get me? I think so, innit? Something like that anyway. So I was there playing with like Ruben, Loftus Cheek, them man there, like obviously Fanky Dabo. There was Bear Man in that group, man. There was Bear Man. I can't even name names, but it was really good, man, and it was a dangerous period, bro. Yeah,
you guys were just winning everything. Europe, FA Youth Cup, European, man. Like it was
crazy.
So what were you going onto the pitch thinking? We know, like you look around the changing rooms, no problem.
Like it wasn't even like cockiness. Yeah, like that. It wasn't even cockiness. It was just like every player believed in, like we all believed in each other. You know what I'm saying? And like, fam, like I said, for that 4 year span, like in our teams, it doesn't matter who plays. You know what I'm saying? Even our bench, like the people that coming from the bench, bro, like, it's solid, bro. There's no weak link.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no weak link whatsoever. If someone getting subbed off, it's not like,
The quality drops.
nah, it stays the same, bro.
Yeah,
Or it will get higher. Simple as, you know what I'm saying? So we was just getting into games, just mashing up people, bro. Fam. Like, serious workings, bro.
Yeah.
Just mashing up everyone. I remember when I was eligible to play Youth Cup. So my first Youth Cup, I was a youngster, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm playing with like John Swift, Lewis Baker, Islam Farouz and that. And like, that's where it started, fam. Started from there. So I was playing now, and I was playing as a schoolboy, innit?
Yeah.
So I was 16, these men were 17, innit? Some turning 18, I think. And that was my first year of like proper youth team football, you get
So
me?
did you feel like the physical like difference in that, or
Or
were you a ringer?
I was a ringer, bro. I can't lie to you. I was a
Yeah.
ringer. Obviously, there was some times where you get me, some 18-year-olds were hefty, innit? You get me? But like, I could hold my own, you feel me? And it was, that season was strange because I was playing like, if it weren't Youth Cup, I was playing my own age group, under 16s, innit?
Okay,
So I wasn't
yeah.
even like playing like the youth league. So I thought, feck, I was behind, man. And my peers were playing youth league and Youth Cup, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
Colkett, Connor Hunt, Jeremy Boga, them man were playing, innit? So I used to think I was behind, but then every Youth Cup, man's in the squad, fam. Man's playing. It was weird. Not
Yeah.
playing the league, but playing Youth Cup.
So why do you think that was? Or did the coaches explain it to you, or?
Nah, at the time, no one explained it to me, and as I am, you get me, I just get on with the work, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to stress myself.
Yeah.
Let me not stress you. I just get on with the work, you feel me? But it was a blessing in disguise, I suppose, because I was playing Youth Cup and that stuff's televised, bro. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
what channel was it on? Was it
I
like?
think it's ITV at the time, innit? And like, it was good, man. Got into the final as well. We actually, did we lose? Did we lose? Yeah, we lost. We lost in the final to Norwich. Norwich, they were sharp them time.
Okay,
They had the Murphy twins.
Oh yeah,
on both wings.
Yeah.
Woo, them
Trouble,
two were
trouble.
peak, bro. Them two were peak, man. And their captain was Cameron McGee. You know him?
He's still playing now, innit? I think I've
He
heard the name.
played for Norwich for a minute, but then obviously he left. He went Belgium minute. But
Okay, yeah.
he was an ex Chelsea boy.
Yeah,
So I remember
okay.
that final. He was on smoke, like he wasn't joking, man.
This was,
Get me?
yeah.
But yeah, man, it was that's where it all kicked off that year.
And how was the atmosphere in that Chelsea team? Because obviously, like, speaking to people that come from academies, it's like dog eat dog sometimes. Like, I'm the right back, there's a backup right back, he's not taking my spot kind of thing. So how was that sort of dynamic in the Chelsea squad? None of that.
We didn't have it.
Yeah.
We didn't have it. Everyone was competitive though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no one was like a hater.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Fam, bro, you get haters.
Yeah,
bro.
100,
On your team,
100.
You get me? You get haters. But no one was a hater, man. Like I said, like, man wasn't playing the league games and that for the youth team. But come Youth Cup and stuff, you know what I mean? Man will play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm playing in front of like Fanketti.
Yeah.
Good bro, good player, good guy, you know what I'm saying? And he did not show me any animosity, bro.
No, I rate that.
And he's from the ends
and
as
he's
well.
from the ends, fam.
Yeah.
What's it, Croydon sides, isn't it? So
Yeah.
is it Croydon sides? Yeah, 4 new sides, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, no animosity, man. You know what I'm saying? And for me especially, like, I rated that from him, innit? And I'll always be like, I'll always, you know what I mean, have respect for him because it's so easy to have some animosity because I'm younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's older than me. You get me?
Of course.
Bro, he always used to encourage man, like, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like he didn't play, you get me? Sometimes
Still
I'll
got
get,
his minutes
you know what I'm
and
saying?
yeah.
So it was good, man. And it was like that throughout the whole team.
Yeah, so we want to sort of fast forward to like making your debut.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that, because I know before then there was a chance you were going to leave.
Yeah,
and I think
yeah.
Conte came in.
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
signed
yeah,
a new
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So like, talk to us about your thinking behind wanting to leave before he came in.
Do you know what it was? Because it was like, I think I was getting to like 18, 19, and I was progressing well, man. Like, I was progressing really well. And like, Jose, like, obviously took a bit of a liking to man, brought me on the end of tour. end of season tour with the first team, and like, so I was feeling a bit like, maybe I can kick on, man. Obviously, them times no one was really pushing into first team.
Yeah, it was only like JT at that time. Everyone
JT,
was like,
I think Lewis Baker had a bit of something. Get me, Josh McEachran,
had a few.
with
Yeah.
Ancelotti. But like, when Jose came, it was, you get me, you know Jose, man. We're winning, fam. He doesn't care how he's winning, bro. So he took a liking to man, obviously, and then that season, I didn't play. And then after that, Conte came in it. And I was, my contract was done, innit? I just thought, man, getting into Chelsea's looking long, like, and I was already feeling myself, you get me? I wanted to just play, you feel me? So like, was floating with the idea of like leaving and stuff. And
what teams were like interested? I think Liverpool were being linked at that time.
I think no, not Liverpool.
Okay.
I had Dortmund.
Yeah.
There was a little something there. I can't even remember too tough, but I remember Dortmund. But just because like I was young, you know what I'm saying? Especially in England, these clubs would have known, man. So I think I could have gone anywhere. You get me?
Yeah.
And M was on fire as well. you know when you're young and you're raring. Not saying he's not like that now, because he's fantastic now. But get me, he was raring. Feel me? So I feel like I could have just jumped anywhere. You feel me?
Tottenham didn't come back in now.
I don't know. You know, you have to ask my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, so them times, M was earning his stripes, innit? It was at base at the time, base soccer, innit? It was part of base. So I felt like I could go anywhere, you know what I mean? But then I think, so Conte came in and the conversation just changed straight away, like, want him to be part of the team, like, if he can, he'll get some minutes and that. And it was good, man. It was a good, like, discussion, negotiation. And the bread was out, fam. The bread was good, man. I can't lie. For my age, the bread was good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because I know Chelsea look after their players, innit? They
Oh,
really look
very
after
well. Hey, very well, bro. I don't know how it is now, but back then, yo.
That money is sweet, oh.
So, end up signing it. And it turned out to be a good season, man. I can't lie. Even though I didn't play that much, I think I played like 7 games in total. It was a good season, man. We had good youngsters in the team, and the team was a good team, and we won the league that year. Dominic Solanke, Nathaniel Chaloba, us 5. Was there any more?
Mad.
But us 5, us 5. It was sick. But then we had other like fairly young players like Bashwai, Victor Moses was there.
Hello, Nige boy.
You know what I mean? So it was sick, man. It was sick, bro. It was a good season, man. Crazy personalities. Like obviously Hazard was there, still doing a mad thing that season. I think that was that season he done that crazy goal against Arsenal.
Yeah, when he beat like, is it the one?
He beat like 3-4 man. Who was it, fam? Coquelin tried something. Tripped over. Koscielny got the little shimmy.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So
how was he?
Who? Eden?
Yeah.
Brazy, bro.
What, the best you've seen?
I think so.
Wow.
I think so. Like, yeah, man. In training, like.
So how is he like as a player? Because a lot of people talk about, I don't know, I think like, was it Mikel that said that this guy is just too chill? Like,
super chilled, bro.
Yeah.
You can't let, he's gonna do what he wants. But to be honest, he can, man, because he was producing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man will just come, you get me, training and that. I don't even think I've seen him break a sweat in training, like.
Serious?
You know what I mean? I swear down, he was just so calm, composed. Try press him, he'll just give you a little something, pass it as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And like, if you didn't know who Eden was and you was watching the training session, you'll say, bro, this guy, fam, was big time, like, well gone, like, you know what I'm saying? But then on the pitch, it will really show you well gone, you know what I mean? And that's what he done. That's what he done in his whole time at Chelsea, to be honest.
So the managers kind of give him like an allowance, because you know at clubs they'll be like, this guy's clear, you can kind of, we'll allow a little bit of room for you to like be you, kind of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, innit? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like managers just knew what they were going to get with Eden, you get me? So it was just a thing, like what are you going to say?
Yeah.
You know what you've signed up for. This is how he is. You get me? So
So in terms of his career, obviously, like I know you know him and stuff. Obviously, he's a free agent right now. I know he got released from his contract from Real Madrid. So are you surprised to see how his career sort of manifested? Or
Yeah, I think everyone is, man, because like I said, fam, mad talent, and even before he came Chelsea, he was badding it up in Lille, man.
Yeah.
So it was a surprise, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, man. These things happen in ball, man. You get me? I'm just happy for him that everyone knows how sick he is. It's not a thing where it's like he's been hyped up and he hasn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everyone knows how sick he is. So it's just like, it's unfortunate what happened at Madrid. You get me? But Eden's, bro. Eden is Eden, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think. Obviously, he was surprised what happened at Madrid, but I don't think anyone can ever say, "Oh, he's a flop." Like, he's not, man. He's just unlucky.
Because he had injuries as well.
You know what I mean?
Stuff.
It's just unlucky, man.
So yeah, you said you were under Jose Mourinho, and again, where on this side of the fence, people say, you know what, his man management's expired now. He doesn't have to treat the modern day player.
Yeah.
Obviously, he used to do well with the old school players. Like they used to. What was your experience like dealing with Mourinho?
For me personally, I had a good experience with him. It was only one time I had a bad experience, and I thought, bro, this guy, fam, what's he doing, man? You know what I mean? This guy, man, but like,
So what happened then?
what happened? I thought we was gonna speed past that, you know. What was it? We went on pre-season tour, innit?
Yeah.
We was playing New York Red Bulls. That was when Thierry Henry was there.
Yeah.
And like, what was it again? Second half now. He said, yeah, we're going to make a change, innit? Ola, you're coming on. So I come on, yeah? And it just wasn't clicking on my side, innit? You know what I mean? It just wasn't clicking. I think it was 2-0 up. And we come out at half time. And it just wasn't clicking,
So
man.
what is it? Is it baggy touches? Is it getting ripped? Like, what's happening?
I wasn't getting ripped. So I can never, that one there, nah, man. Can't be getting violated. But I think it was just like passes and like, it just wasn't flowing down that side. You get me? So like, he subbed man off, bro.
So you got
So I got subbed on.
Subbed
off, bro. And I think I played like maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes in that second half.
Yeah.
You get me? So like, I see my number, yeah, and I'm on the far end. And obviously the rules these times, you can't just get the embarrassment I felt, Lord, and I thought, feck, this guy's done me dirty, man. Like, it's a pagan. Like, I'm gonna get me. So I'm running. I'm trying to run fast as well because I'm, you know them ones. I was actually shocked. Like, my name, man. You're seeing people like this.
It's you.
You get me?
You're looking behind you.
You know them ones. It's you. It's your number. It's not a mistake. It's you. You know what I'm saying? It's you. So like, I'm there jogging over and like sprinting and that, and I'm thinking, okay, when I get to a touchline, he's gonna be like, don't worry, man. Like, it's calm. So I've ran past him. He's just like this, looking forward, like he doesn't acknowledge me coming off the pitch, innit? So I'm walking to the bench now. And the whole bench is doing the same thing. I'm thinking, yo, you man, I'm a young G, like, I'm a young boy. I think I was like 17. You man, I'm young, man, like, give me something, like, you get me? And then I think it was like Aspilicueta, and he was like, don't worry, man, it's calm. Gary Cahill was like, it's calm, man. And then the sporting director come up to me after the game. Because me and him we had a decent relationship.
Who's at the time? Michael
Milano, you get me? So we had a decent, he's Nigerian. Come up to me, he was like, listen, man, don't worry, man. It was a tactical thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you play bad. You just needed it to flow down that side. It's calm. I was like, bro, like, why didn't you chat to man then? Like, it's like, it's Jose, innit? What are you going to do? Like, it's Jose. You get me? And then, that was the only bad experience I had from him. But then after that, everything was calm, man.
So you say he's a good man manager?
Me personally, I think he's good, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you as it is. If you don't like it, you know where the door is, innit?
I'm going to copy and paste Dej's question, but I'm going to ask about Antonio Conte because he's another one that comes under scrutiny about man management, the toxicity that we saw at Tottenham. So, like, how was your experience with him?
Fantastic as well, bro.
Serious?
Yeah, even when I bucked him in Italy, like, come up to me and like, "You good, like, how are you, da da da, whatever." And then, but he was good, man. He was another one, like, he's not gonna, like, can you swear on this?
Yeah.
He's
It's independent.
He's not gonna bullshit you, innit? You know what I mean? So like, he's not gonna bullshit you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember, like, in that season, he got all the young ones around him. He's like, "Listen, boys, like, you man are training fantastic week in, week out, and that. But if it was down to me all the time, you get me. Like, I'll put you man in, I'll play you man. But like sometimes you get me hierarchy and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he didn't bullshit it, man.
So who was that? Like in terms of like, who was that coming from? The owner?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't ask questions. I didn't ask
He
questions.
just said like, I got to play these players.
Yeah, it's just like some players that actually have to play and like.
So who were players at the time in your position that might have? My
position. So right back, I had. Was it Ivanovic still about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then on the left side, you had Marcus Alonso. Actually, no, it was Victor Moses. Yeah, and he was firing.
Bro.
He was on the right, because that's where
Conte brought at the back.
Conte brought the free at the back thing to the Prem, you get me? So...
I swear, just to interject, Ola, I swear, like, there was a defeat, I think, against maybe back-to-back Arsenal, Liverpool, then he changed the system to free at the back. Yeah, was there like a clear the air talk?
Yes, there was, man. I remember. So the pre-season... when he come, I remember, like, obviously JT and I think he knew it was going to be his last season and stuff. But some of the older players were like, we had a few like training sessions where we were doing free and that. I remember JT was like, he went to him innit on a calm thing, not like on an Aggie thing. Like, boss, like, fam, I can't lie to you. I think it's gonna have to be a 4 innit. Like, we know you play 3, but man, them are comfortable with a 4 innit.
Yeah.
And like, personally, I thought he was gonna be like, nah, like, I want to do the 3 innit. Conte was like, yeah, like, you get me. If you man are comfortable with the 4, we'll do it. So we done the 4 until it wasn't, it wasn't banging anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then when it didn't bang, he said, listen, you lot, we're doing the 3. And everyone took to that, because it's like, you've listened to what the players want, you get me? So it's only right we try your thing, and bruh, try this thing, and this system was peak, bro. No, bro, people in the Prem were baffed.
Yeah, bro.
They were baffed, bro, because it was like the first time really, you know what I'm saying, with the 3.
So what was it about the system that like bamboozled opposition, would you say? Like, where did you get that advantage?
Bro, in England, like, you didn't really see it. That's just where it was, you know what I'm saying? And like, especially on the sides, there was always an overload for teams, innit? And they would just be baffed, bro. And there was patterns, he taught us patterns, innit? Let me not bear out his thing, but you get that. I remember the patterns, innit? Yeah. And it was such a simple pattern, bro. Players couldn't cope, fam. Like, other teams couldn't cope. And I think that's just where it was, you get me? But then, yeah, it was just sick, man. It was sick. And the thing is that everyone bought into it. You know what I mean? The whole team bought into it. I remember, man. The whole team bought into it, and it just worked. And that's what won us the league that year, innit?
Yeah, so like going forward, obviously I know after that you had the season on loan at Hull.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you went with Tomori.
Yeah.
So talk to us about that.
That was another fun season, man. I was there with Tomori and Michael Hector.
Yeah.
Sick, man. And those boys at Hull, good bunch of boys, man. Who's there? David Myler.
Oh yeah, the
Irish brother, David Myler. Who else did we have? Jared Bowen.
Oh yeah.
We had some good players, man. Was it John Torrell? I don't know if you remember John Torrell. He used to be at Arsenal.
You know what?
I think the name rings a bell.
John Torrell. Who was our strikers? Nua Dicko.
Oh yeah.
Diomande.
Diomande.
He played in Hull a couple of times with Hull in the Premier League, innit? And who else? We had ballers, man. There's a couple of players that left though just before the season, like Andy Robertson.
Oh yeah,
He left just before. There was one other brother, man. I can't believe I forgot his name. He was cold, man. Ginger guy, tall midfielder. I can't believe he just left before. But anyway, yeah, man, it's a good team, man. So it was sick. That season was good. Obviously, it was my first loan as well.
Yeah.
First loan, so it was
Is that where you felt like a man? Like, listen, I'm a pro now. Kind of thing.
Man. I got like 40-something games out of that season or something like that. Got my first professional goal from that season. So it was really good, man. Sick.
So obviously you had that fantastic loan spell. When you went back to Chelsea, what was the conversation?
So yeah, I had, after the whole season, like I knew like I'd done all right, but I knew like I still had a bit more to go, man, to develop, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not physically or technically, but like I just needed to, you know what I mean, brush up a bit, man. I need to polish up a bit. You get me? And get like some consistency, because I was having like maybe like 3 good games and I'll have like 5 or 4 like meaty games, you know what I'm saying? So I knew I had to work to get
But that's
that
typical
right.
for a youngster.
Yeah, of course, you get me. So I went back to Chelsea and I thought, maybe I'll get a little something, I don't know. Maybe I could get in the team again. Wasn't happening, fam. Because I think at the time, I think it was, what's his name? The Italian brother.
Zappacosta.
No, the coach.
Conte.
Was it Conte? Conte left, man. It was the other one that came from Napoli.
Sarri.
Oh, yeah.
Sarri, and he wasn't having it.
As in having you?
He wasn't having me, bro. Not one bit.
Why? Did he tell you?
Nope.
So how do you know he wasn't having you? Like, what's the...
Like, what was it again? Like, I remember we was talking about like what's happening for pre-season. Is Ola gonna... Is he gonna be with the first team again, whatever? Slow replies from everyone, fam. Oh, we don't know. We'll let you know, like... Bro, this is my parent club. What do you mean we'll let you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember it got to like pre-season and like I wasn't training with them, man, innit? So I was like, oh shit. First week, second week. You got the picture by the second week, innit?
Yeah.
So okay, cool. Start looking for clubs or whatever. I thought I'd done all right in the previous season. I thought, maybe I get a little...
cup games and
that kind of thing. I thought my next loan would be like a little, I don't know, newly promoted to Premier League or something. Maybe, you feel me?
Yeah.
Premier League weren't having me, fam. None of them teams weren't having it. So that really knocked, man, innit? I really thought, I need to work. Like, you're not there yet, you feel me? Couldn't even get a newly promoted team. We look here, my agent's like, bro, it's only like Champ, you know, Derby and that, QPR. Like, I think, Villa got promoted. But anyway, them Champ teams there. And then he come with Torino.
That's a random...
It's a random thing, but it's like, bro, that you're basically playing Prem in Italy. Like, you're going to be playing against Juve and them, AC Milan and them, man. So he's telling me. And I was excited because I always wanted to learn a new culture and whatever. But then I was shook because I was like, fam, I don't want to go to Italy. Like my mind was fixed on that, innit? So, yeah, that's what happened after the whole season, man.
So you went on loan to Torino, and that's like a complete different culture, lifestyle. So going out there, were you by yourself? Were you with fam? Like, how did you integrate?
It was a complete change, man. Like, I remember when we agreed to doing it. I met the coach in Liverpool because they had a pre-season game against Liverpool, innit? He was telling me this and that. Like, I think you're gonna be this. Like, I want you to be a main player, whatever. Like, it was all the good things, innit? In my head, I was thinking, bro, man, I don't want to play for you. Like, get me? Like, it's just my mind's not there, innit? Shook, bro. Like, I remember the journey up there. Like, I didn't talk to my agent really. Didn't really chat to my dad. But I was doing it, innit? You get me?
So what made you do it then?
Because it was just like sacrifice, innit? You know what I mean? And I think the only thing that kept me like okay was that it was a loan. I always knew, okay, after this 1 year, I'm going back to Chelsea anyway. You know what I mean? So I was doing it. Obviously signed and that. And like, I think for the first 4 days, I was in the hotel with my dad, innit? And then after the 3rd day, my agent left, because my agent stayed as well for a bit. He left because he had to go do other deals and whatnot. My dad stayed for 2 more days. Once my dad left, woo, that thing touched me, bro.
Yeah.
That was the first time in ages I thought, feck, maybe I can cry, you know. I swear, man, maybe I can cry. Like, bro, it was hard. New country, like, I didn't really know, obviously you don't know the language, don't know the people. I was just eating hotel food. I wasn't even trying to explore, like, you know what I mean?
So you're just staying in the hotel kind of thing?
Stayed in a hotel, man, until like, for like 2 weeks, I was just in a hotel, you get me? But then obviously gradually, I was getting comfy with everyone, I was getting more confident in myself, started walking out and that, you know what I'm saying? Getting lost and that. Didn't know how to get back because I can't speak the language. But it was good, man. I think I needed it for myself as well, personally, to just see how much I've grown as a person.
And what did you learn? What are your key takeaways?
I learned that I can look after myself. You know what I mean? Like, what was I? I think I just turned 21. So like, I knew that I could look after myself and I could go out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? So that's what I took from that first season.
So how did the first season go? Cause I know that was your best season there. So like, talk to us about that.
It was sick, man. Once the game started coming, bro, I felt alive, man. And it was, like I said, it was my best season at Torino that I think, anyway, to date. 1, because of the coach as well, and 2, it was just new, and everything was just new. You know what I mean? New culture, new everything. So it was sick, and the coach had mad faith in me. If I had a shit game, I knew next game I was playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's one of them ones. So I think that's what it was, man. The coach gave me mad confidence, bro.
I think a coach is the main thing in football.
Yeah, gave me mad confidence. And obviously, like, he had clocked me from the year before, the year we won the league at Chelsea, innit? Because he was the manager at Watford.
Yeah.
I played 1 game against Watford as well, and he said that he liked me that game. So
talk to us more about like the culture in Italy, because obviously we're in England, all we know is Prem. So like, how is it in the stadiums, the atmosphere, the fans, that kind of thing?
The atmosphere is crazy, bro. Mad flares and that. You know what I mean? You always hear drums, like the loud drums, big bangs, like they proper live and breathe football out there. You understand? And the atmosphere is like, I feel like, I don't want to get backlash from this, but I feel like it's a little bit better than England, you know?
Yeah.
I think there's only certain like stadiums in England that give you that. Liverpool and that. Maybe, I don't even know who else. Who else in England?
Yeah, maybe like
United,
Crystal Palace, you know,
Crystal Palace, you know what I mean? St James's, Newcastle. Yeah. I think they will give you that equivalent. But in Italy, it's like every game, every supporter's like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was mad, bro. Crazy. And it's good to play in, man.
Yeah.
It's good to play in, even though sometimes it could be hostile if you're playing away, but it's still sick. I thrive off of things like that.
Yeah, so like, even I was speaking to someone that plays out in Italy, and they were sort of telling me that just say if the team's not performing well, the ultras will come to the training ground and say, boys, sort yourself out, or else.
It's a long day there, you know. The fans have a say somehow, you know. So,
serious?
Yeah, it's a long. I've had a couple at Torino.
What, training ground or yard?
Training ground outside the stadium. We've had a couple, fam.
What, in terms of like, so what actually happened?
Like, I think it was an away game. I think it's my 2nd season there. And it was bad. It was a bad season, innit? And this away game was also bad. Obviously, we're coming back now on the bus, innit? Just thinking it's coming, it'll come back, getting our cars off. Woo! If you see all of the fans waiting, I mean, and it wasn't, we didn't arrive early, you know. It's like a 2 o'clock in the morning thing.
Jeez.
If you see them waiting outside of the main gate where the bus goes, flares and that, bare of them. All like this. Straight face. And there's not only man them as well, there's gal there, fam, doing the same thing. Didn't let the bus through. And obviously we have police escort. Police couldn't do nothing.
Too much,
the police, they were just behind. They was watching. They couldn't even move them.
Yeah.
Bruh. Just see one big guy come through the crowd, fam. Bam, bam, bam. Knocking on the window. Bus driver trying not to open the door. What? You see how they pressured him through the glass, bro. He opened the door. Let's speak to Belotti. That's the captain. Need to speak to Andrea. Bro, we was there for like a good 30 minutes. Captain's trying to explain like, oh, you get me, it's football. Sometimes it's like this, they're not having it. They're there chanting, singing and that, bro. Madness. Anyway, eventually they let us in and that. And like, but there's just been there's been bears, man. There's been periods where we haven't played well and like we don't get to go home, innit? We have to go to the hotel. So it's training ground, hotel during the week. So it's like we're not getting home, you feel me? So let's say the game's Saturday, but we'll be in a hotel from Wednesday.
Wow.
Or like Thursday, you get me?
Yeah.
So that's how it is in Italy, man.
Yeah, it's
they
totally
don't play.
different, yeah.
No, they don't play, man. They don't play. Did you hear the story about, I think it was 2 seasons ago, Napoli? I think it was even this season about Sampdoria. Or was it Genoa? One of those teams. Bro, they wanted their owner out. I think it was Sampdoria. They want their owner out. They sent a pig's head to the training ground. Said if you don't leave, it's your head next.
Jeez,
Bro,
these ultras, man.
Bro, they don't play, man. They don't play. Napoli
But as a
well.
player, do you feel like inspired, or are you thinking
it's too far?
Like, this, like, come on, man, it's cool, man.
I remember
come
the
on.
first time it happened to me, I thought, feck, this is long, man. This is football. Like, I understand you're upset, but come on, man. You're not going to die, like, if your team, you know what I mean? But as you, obviously, you put yourself into that culture, you start to understand and learn why they're so passionate, you know what I mean? So sometimes I hear it. Sometimes they go overboard, innit? But I actually hear why. You get me? So, yeah, man.
So you've played in like the Turin derby,
Yeah,
played against Juve.
yeah.
Talk to us about playing against Cristiano Ronaldo.
Crazy, bro. My first year when I done it, it was crazy. Because, yeah, when I went there, that's when he went Juve, innit? So he's just coming back. He's just coming from Madrid, man. This is, get me, CR7, bro.
Yeah,
And he's on my side.
This is a glow up.
He's on my side. I said, hey, I'm getting good pictures this game.
All
man.
did you tell the man to watch? I'm gonna have him on smash. I'm gonna do a number on
Hey,
him.
listen, to be honest, he didn't dopping me up that game, innit? I think there was one time he must have bust a step over and it was sharp, innit?
Yeah, you're like,
I said, raw. But luckily, like, my teammate was close, innit? So he didn't look too mad. But playing against Ronaldo, sick, man. Proper professional, like. And obviously he was coming to the back end of his, he was getting a bit older, innit? So he wasn't really like the tricky, the flary, but his movement was there, bro.
Still in the mind.
All in the mind, bro. And what I clocked from that game is that, bro, he doesn't move for no reason.
okay.
You get me? When he moves, he's
killing
moving
you.
for a purpose.
Efficiency.
You get me? He's not just gonna move just to move, like, you know what I'm saying? And there's a couple movements, he'll do it in behind he's there. You know what I mean? And then there's sometimes I think, like, why didn't you move? Like, maybe you could have got the ball. He doesn't do maybes, fam. He's moving when he's gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. And even that game, we thought we was gonna win. It's 1-0 up and that. Come clutch, header, power, back post. 1-1.
Typical Ronaldo.
You know what I'm
Those
saying?
clutch
So
moments.
he's always clutch, man. But he was sick, man.
So obviously, like, playing against him, in your opinion, would you say like Cristiano Ronaldo is probably the best player in football history?
In history,
Yeah.
As
or
in-
this generation, last 20 years.
are we still putting Messi in there?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a Ronaldo fan, yeah. So up until the World Cup just gone, I would say like, yeah, man, I'm having Ronaldo all day long, innit? So at that time, fam, for me, Ronaldo was just, I don't know where it was, man. I think I like the fact that he worked for it. You get me? I think like it's good to be like have a good gifted like talent. You know what I'm saying? Like Messi, but just the way Ronaldo done it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it just appealed more to me. You get me? Because he worked for it. You get me? So yeah.
Because I know we skipped a bit because obviously you went on loan, then you came back to Chelsea. So what was the decision making behind going back on a permanent deal? Like, and what other clubs are interested at that time?
Bro, I found out when I was going on loan to Torino. Maybe it was just me because you get me, I don't bother people in it. So I didn't bother my agent or Chelsea. But I found out like, I don't know, maybe like October time of that season, around my birthday, they had a, what do you call it?
Clause or something.
Clause, innit? What's it? Option to buy, innit? I had the option.
So you didn't know?
I didn't really know, but I just thought it was alone. You get me? They had the option.
Don't kill me.
So when I clocked, yeah, I said, yo, I've been balling out. You know, these lot are gonna get gassed and buy man, fam. You get me? As I've been balling out, I was thinking, yo, this could be. But by that time, I was already settled. I was comfy. You know what I'm saying? Manager was playing me. The manager had no plans to leave or be. You get me? So I just thought, if they're gonna buy me, I wouldn't mind. You know what I'm saying? I'll do another season or two and I'll cut again, innit? So yeah, that's what happened, fam.
Jeez, I thought it was that plan that you enjoyed it. You thought, you know what, I might as well stay there.
Nah, fam.
Okay.
Nah, I didn't know there was a clause, bro. But I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it did, by the end of the season, it swayed me, you get me? And that did really make my decision easier, innit? Because even Chelsea were like, come back. After that season, Chelsea were like, yeah, like, we want you back to come back, innit? And I was on a high, bro. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
am I gonna be number one right back? They're like, nah, you'll be understudy, but you'll get games. I said, okay, listen, man. I've had a taste of this first team thing properly, like every week in, week out. Like I think I might stay in it. And then Torino done their thing, bought me in it, and that was it, man.
So we're gonna probably fast forward to like this season.
Yeah.
Obviously, your last season at the club. Like, so how would you? I think you only played what, like 10 games?
Nah, I think I played like 16, 17.
10 starts.
10 starts, yeah. 10 starts, that's it. You know what, like, for the season I had, obviously, if I'm telling people about the season I had, they'll probably think, feck, you've had a rough season, it was tough for you, like, you should be stressed and that. But it was the complete opposite, man. I was so happy, like, I really enjoyed the team, the city, to the fullest, man. But the stats and the facts would show you it was an up and down season, man. You get me? It was an up and down season. I had my first proper injury that kept me out for months. Obviously, I'm coming to the end of my contract where it's like I need to play games, so I need to put myself in the shop window. You know what I'm saying? Some performances were alright. I don't think I had a shit performance all season, but some were a bit. You get me? You get me? I'm real, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was a couple performances where I was like, I'm looking back at it like, bro, can you bang balls? Like, you get me? But it was up and down, man. You get me? But I enjoyed it. 6 seasons, like, in a whole, yeah. You get me? Football-wise, life-wise, it was really good, man.
No, sorry, very quickly. I just wanted to touch on your loan spot at Fulham. How was that, man? How was that?
That was sick as well, man.
Yeah, how was the dressing room?
It's sick, man. One of the best I've been in as well.
Serious?
Yeah, man. Good players, good people.
Didn't you see the dressing room when they beat us at Anfield, man? I saw you were vibing as well.
That, that one.
Playing that bashment, man.
Oh, my days. That win, yeah. That was probably our best win the whole season, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, Mo Salah. I like Mo Salah. I like him, innit? Had to handle him that game, you know.
You really pulled his neck. You really pulled his neck.
That game, I don't know what I was on, but Mo Salah knew about me, fam. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy with that game. Everyone was on 10. Like, everyone was charged, bro. So, and for us to, like, hold on, because it was 1-0, you know?
Yeah.
And we scored, like, it wasn't fairly late, you get me? I think was it in the second half? Yeah, it was in the second half, like, 50th. Fam.
Who banged it? Was it Decadova?
Nah, it was Lamina.
Lamina. Cracked, yeah.
Good. And, like, Liverpool was still hot them times, you know what I mean? I was expecting them to score, I can't lie. That game, I was expecting them to score, fam. I was just waiting, because I was blowing, bro. I was blowing, fam. What? That man can pop the ball. That's when Trent was doing a mad thing them times as well, like, with the delivery. He's still doing it, but that was like the height of it. You get me? Yeah. Woo! When I tell you that game, he was just putting it in. Quality as well. It wasn't like they were dead balls. Yeah. So, but yeah, that season was really good, man. Even though we got relegated.
It was just nice to be back in England,
back
it was on
really,
home soil and that.
Really good to be back in England. It was close to home. I felt like I needed it as well, because I felt like the season before that I was losing my mind a bit out in Italy for other various reasons, innit? So I felt like I actually needed to come back home for a bit. Just get me reset.
Yeah, and then go again.
And then go again.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. So yeah, man, it was all right.
So in terms of like Torino, obviously I'm going to talk about a serious topic in Italy, like racism. Like you normally see like Romelu Lukaku have these issues. Obviously it's in Spain. It's here as well. It's prevalent in the UK. So it's like a universal issue. Yeah. But obviously you see a lot of attention get put in Italy. Yeah. So what would you say about the racial stuff in Italy?
Obviously it's there, innit? And it's evident. It's peak. Let me just say it like that. It's peak, innit? My time though, I ain't get no racial thing.
Serious?
Yeah, didn't get it from any other clubs, didn't get it from, you get me, sour supporters, I didn't get that, man. So I can't really talk too tough on it because I haven't experienced it. But obviously looking at other players that have had it, Lukaku, like you said, I think Balotelli had it again, Moise Kean. It's not good, man. And I don't want to, Italy's a good place, man. It is a good place. I just think they're not educated on it. Let's be real, innit? I don't really think they will be, innit? And that's, you get me. That's each to their own. You feel me? But I think that's what it boils down to, innit? The education on racism out there.
So like in the city and that, so you felt safe, calm, like you're one of the people. You'd never.
I was calm, man. I was calm, and I feel like I was calm. But I feel like for every football team, so if you played for AC Milan, if you're in Milan, you'll be calm, man. You get me? You're playing for Milan, you get me? You're one of them. You feel me? I think it's obviously when you start going away, branching out. And that, wow. That's when the fans start getting confident. You know what I mean? Yeah, because bro, nothing's really gonna happen to them, innit?
Basically, to them it's like having fun. They're just gonna
you get me, fam.
Chuck out abuse.
You get me? Nothing's gonna happen to them. So I feel like, you know what I mean? It will just keep happening. But thank God, it didn't happen to me. Thank God.
No, thank God, bro.
Because I don't know what would have done. Personally, I don't know.
Yeah. So Ola, obviously moving on. Obviously now, let's talk about the here and now. What's the current situation?
Free agent, and I'm waiting, but I'm not waiting. If that makes sense. Like, obviously, I had some offers during the season and stuff. Without saying too much in it, but like, you get me. I'm a free agent. Man, and just see what happens, really, man. You get me. I'm a strong believer in what's meant to be is meant to be. You get me? I feel like if something's not in my control, I can't. Why stress about it? You get me? And at the end of the day, it's God's plan, innit? What God wants to do, will do. So I just have. That's where my confidence is. You get me? God knows what's going on, innit? Let me just leave it to him. You feel me?
I know you mentioned offers. I know it's public knowledge that West Ham had a bid, I believe, last summer, sort of turned down.
Yeah.
I know they were in for like you and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I remember. So during that time, were you kind of like pushing for a move? Like, listen, I want to go like back to ends. This is local, you know.
Lokes, man.
Yeah. So like, what was the conversations that you were having with Torino? Were you kind of like saying that? Yeah. Listen, obviously, this is a good opportunity for me.
Do you know what it was, man? When they made that offer, it was deadline day, innit? It was deadline day, innit? But we had already started our season. So when that offer come in, it was on our. We had a game that day when it came in, innit? In the evening. So it was weird. Even if something was to be pushed, like I would have had to say. I was away to Atalanta, so I would have had to be like, oh, like Gaffer, I'm not gonna play in it. I was starting that game as well, so it just would have looked mad, innit? It was just the timing was just wrong. I think personally, the timing was wrong when West Ham came in.
Did you want to go like? So what was your headspace
at
that
when
time?
I heard West Ham, I was on the blower. I said, "Yo, are you seeing this? Because I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, innit? You get me? Yeah. He's like, I'm seeing it. I was gonna call you, blah blah blah, but obviously you had the game, whatever. Like, what are you thinking? So, fam, if they can do something quickly, like get man out there, you feel me? Like quick, like you know what I'm saying? The game's in the evening. before evening comes, you get me? Even if I have to pay my own thing, I'll be off, bro. And he was like, okay, cool, I'll let you know, whatever. Obviously, he presented it to the club and that. And the club were just like, listen, bruv, we want 10 M's or more for him. If you don't have that,
it's not happening.
It's not happening. And I'm thinking, bro, how can they say this? Like, I'm in my last year, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Already told them, listen, like, it's been great, Jane. I don't think I'm gonna sign again. I think it was like 8.6.
Solid.
Just
offer.
1.4 off. Compromise, innit?
I think it was 8.6. West Ham were ready to slap it, bro. Take that, fam. I was like, take it. Wow, go on. They were like, nah, man. We really want our 10 back or more, or just leave it, innit? So then that was it. I was just like to my agent, listen, man, there's no point of trying to do something, man. It's just going to disrupt, you get me? It's deadline day as well. I've got a game this evening. I can't lie, I want to do well, innit? That game, got dragged half time. Got dragged, fam. Gave a pen away.
Is that because your head was on that West Ham move?
I weren't thinking of it, bro.
Was David Moyes pushing like, listen, we need to get on
I don't know, man. I just left it to my agent to do, you get me? Because I had a game, you feel me? But I got dragged that game, fam. Yo, that game, I don't know what happened, fam. Because I wasn't actually thinking of it.
Yeah,
okay.
Because before the West Ham thing come in, I'd already thought, okay,
it's the other kind of thing, man.
Get me, the window's closed, fam. Let me just focus on Torino, innit?
Yeah.
And that's how I am. But I had a stinker in it. Dragged, man, fam. Dragged, man. I was on that bench. I was thinking, yeah, man, maybe I should have just pushed it, you know. You get me? But it's what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So, but it's weird because obviously now you're available on a free.
Yeah.
So surely West Ham must be thinking, like, we've saved some peas. Like 12 months later.
Yeah.
So has there been any talks with West Ham?
It's techie, man. I don't even. When is this coming out?
This is coming out not this Monday, next Monday.
I can't say too much, but it's techie, innit?
Yeah.
You know how football is, man. There's a lot of things that are obviously changing and stuff. There's a lot of things changing, so it's hard to gauge when and where something could happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I can say right now on that one.
Okay, so in terms of like interest from clubs, is there clubs in England, Italy, like what?
Yeah, there's a few, man. There's a few interests in that. Decent ones.
What, Prem level?
Yeah, there's a couple Prem. Couple, and then abroad, didn't get me? Like, I've been abroad for what, 4 or 5 years. So the market's booming abroad. So
what's your like preference?
I want to come back home, man. I think everyone knows that, man. I want to come back home because I just want to. You get me? I've enjoyed the whole European thing.
You've done your stint. You've done your time.
And like, I've enjoyed it. You get me? But I just wanna do the Prem thing for a bit. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, that's what I want. God's plan might be different, innit?
100.
Because I've heard Fulham as well. So apparently,
I don't know how. Concrete that one is, innit?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know, man.
So in terms of like everyone or the fashion right now, the trend is Saudi. Chasing that Saudi bag, they're chucking, Ronaldo, Benzema, Conte.
Yeah,
plays in
Ali.
Ruben Neves in his prime.
Yeah.
So like, is that something you consider at this moment?
Me?
Yeah.
Fam, you see the bread thing, yeah? It's so tempting, innit? Like, if they were to offer me something, yeah, I think I'll turn it down. It would be so hard to, though. I won't lie to you, man. It would be so hard to, but I think I would turn it down because I still got ambitions. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that whoever's gone don't have ambitions. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, there's still things that I wanna, you know what I mean, like achieve for myself and, you know what I mean, in the game, really.
Obviously, I want to just move on a little bit and speak about the here and now in terms of Chelsea. Obviously, like, they've got new owners that have come into the door. Obviously, we know that you're a lifelong Chelsea supporter. And recently, I think it's probably fair to say that the club hasn't been ran that well so far under the new ownership. And obviously, like a player that's come through the Chelsea academy, Mason Mount, has left to join Manchester United.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Fam, if you saw the season, obviously, that he's had, it just seemed like it was inevitable, innit? Even if it wasn't United, like he was gonna bounce somewhere. You feel me? So, but I'm good on him though. He's a player. Can't lie, man. He's a player, and I didn't think Chelsea would let him go. But it's happened now, innit? You get me? That's all I can say on that one, you know.
Like, as a ex-Chelsea player, do you think like the academy sort of prospects are like undervalued, underrated? Because I remember when Tammy sort of had a dope season, everyone still said, we need a number 9.
Yeah,
Other players, Tomori as well, didn't really get a fair shake at it. So it's like, it doesn't seem that the Chelsea youngsters are valued, in my opinion.
I think with them two, I'm not saying too much, but it's obviously politics, bruv. Because Tammy went in there,
Done his thing, 20 something. Yeah, bro.
And then in the season where he didn't play that much, I think he was still top goal scorer.
Yeah.
Without playing that much, you get me? So, like, everyone has their opinions, and I have my own opinions on it. Personally, I think it's just a bit of politics, you get me?
So is there like pressure from the above saying, oh, obviously this person's being bought for 50 million, so this person has to be in the starting 11?
I don't know, possibly. I don't know. I wasn't there, innit?
Yeah,
I'm just looking from outside in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I've just got my own opinion on it, you feel me? But that Tammy one was a bit mad to me, man.
Because they're your boys, like
they're my
Tammy
guys, you know
and
what I'm saying?
Tomori, you go on holiday with them, so you've got a close relationship with them, kind of thing. So I know it must be personal, like, you know, obviously, you get what I'm saying.
I know a bit more, but like, I can't give it to the world, like, you get me? But no, yeah, it was crazy, man. Them two they were really good for Cairo and that. But that whole batch, they were really good, man. They were really good, and I say they earned it. They earned getting into that first team. Bit of luck though, but they earned it.
With the band.
Huh?
What when you say luck, do you mean with
yeah?
the
So
band?
Like with the band,
And
they
Lampard
had to play
well.
the young G's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually happy that it happened for them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kickstart a lot of their things. You get me? And they've flourished. They've taken their chances and they've flourished, man. Just wish that ban happened on our age group.
Yeah, man. Bear man would have got debuts and
our era was too cold, man.
Yeah.
But you get me, man.
Timing.
Nevertheless, man. Yeah, timing, football changes. That's what it is.
It's mad because speaking of Tammy and Tomori, like, I wanted to speak about like their opportunities for England because go for it. Well,
Finish the question. Finish question, Jay.
What's the word I'm looking for? They just help me.
I think it's politics,
Yeah,
isn't it?
strange.
Really?
It's strange because Tomori, for me, one of the best centre backs in Europe. Gone to Italy, rebranded himself. He's now a top centre back, bona fide, top centre back, and he's not getting opportunities for England. Like, what is it? Is it because he's in Italy? He's being overlooked, or?
Fam, like, at first I wanted to say like, yeah, maybe because he's out of England, innit? But it's not like he's out of England and he's playing for Torino or someone worse than Torino. Oh, he's playing for AC Milan, you know. Like, that's no joke, fam.
They won
like,
Scudetto, they won the league of
they
the
even
year,
won the
Champions
league
League
semi-final.
semi-final.
You know what I'm saying? And even if they hadn't done that, bro, the team, the history itself, it talks for itself. You know what I'm saying? So the Fikaro's one was, bro, that one was, it was strange to me, man. Like, it was really strange because, especially that year they won the Scudetto, he was doing a lot better than certain man back home here.
Yeah,
innit?
like we'll say Maguire. Like, he's again, obviously,
I didn't
I
say
like
that.
it.
I didn't say anything.
No.
I didn't say
No, I
anything.
like Maguire. Like, I've rated
Yeah.
him at Leicester and stuff, but we have to call a spade a spade. If you're looking at performance levels, Tomori's been better than him. That's just a fact. That's my
like stats and that. Yeah, again,
Yeah.
if you're looking at stats as well, like, just happened. You feel me? But boy, that England thing, fam. I don't know what to say, man. Obviously, it's easy for me to say to him. Sometimes I joke to him like, bro, man, told you about the Nige thing, fam. Come Nige, fam. Get me, man, live life and that. Good. nice things up and coming, like come true. It's easy for me to say that to him, innit? You get me? I wasn't in his position where he could possibly get an England debut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just talking from my experiences. Now you get me. So I don't know, man. Everyone's got their own opinions on it. You know what I'm saying? But
Because what I think he's got one cap. Is it one cap?
one cap, bro.
So do you think it's almost like, you know what, let's give him a cap, a token cap, so he cannot play for Nigeria? Because you hear things like that in football.
I don't know how true that is. I don't know what the thinking behind it is, but obviously that's what it looks like, innit?
Yeah.
He's got his one cap and that was time ago. What was it? I don't know, 2020?
3 years ago. Yeah.
2020?
Mad.
Time ago, fam. And he's been, and since his debut, he's been on camps, you know, just not played. So it's like, you know what I mean? And it's a shame, man, because, you get me, man, these are years that obviously he's wasting, but what can we do? What can he do, innit?
So even talking about internationals, we might as well move on to Niger, innit? Obviously, you're enjoying the good life.
Yeah.
So what made you make the decision to change from England to Niger? Because I know the younger years, like under 16s, 15s to under 20s, you were playing for England.
Yeah, I was banging it still, man. It was good, man. Getting in every camp and that. But then I think it got to the time where I started like training a lot more with the first team at Chelsea. So you get me, I'll be travelling with them, but not really playing. And then I wouldn't really play my age, the 21s at the time, I wouldn't play. So I wasn't really playing. And England look at that, innit? And I thought, fam, my track record should actually, come on, man. The FA, they know, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, bro? Man's been doing this from under 16s to 20s. You know what I'm on, like. I thought that could bust me, innit? But clearly not. And so I hadn't paid for like the England youth setup for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And I remember the last year was actually my year in the England under 21s, innit? Weren't getting a sniff, bro. So I remember end of that season, Nigeria were knocking, innit?
Yeah. Calling dad.
And the agent, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Respected out there.
You know what I'm saying? And already Alex had been playing for them, I think, like a year or two. So I was just like, fam. And Alex is my boy, innit? We grew up together, and when I moved to Essex, we grew up together properly, innit? So I just thought, fam, Alex seems like his pattern. He's already telling me his pattern, like it's fun. You get me? I'm in the Chelsea team with Obi Mikel and that. Obi Mikel's telling me come.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
Victor Moses is like, yo, if you want to come, like, come. Bear manager saying come, you get me? So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go, innit? Went there. I remember they had a camp in England, innit? A couple of games against, I think it was like Poland and that, in Barnet. He called me to train and that. Went to train, and it was, bro, I had the time of my life, bro. I had the time of my life, man. Like, it was such a different energy, innit? So by the end of that camp, I was just like, yeah, man, I'm on it. Got my passport, sent the letter to the FA.
Well, that green
Yeah,
thing.
Green, solid green, bro. Solid green, you can't miss it. And like, yeah, man, done that. That's all it was. Obviously, they try to fight back though. I give it to England, man. The FA try to fight back. Are you sure you want to do it? They sent someone. What's his name? Chris something. They sent someone to the training ground at Chelsea.
Hey, Chris,
come on, man. Nah. It was a white guy. Can't remember his name though. But anyway, he come. Try to convince man and that. I was listening, with all due respect, like
decisions made.
Yeah, my mind's made up, innit? And he took it well, man, wished me well, and then that was it.
So how would you sort of describe Niger, innit? Because I know obviously recently we missed out on the World Cup.
Yeah.
There's been AFCON, and I said it to Alex as well. When you look at the team, man, the talent, bro, the talent roster's crazy. Like, we should be doing better. So why don't you think it's clicking?
It will click. So like let's not put it out there like it's not gonna click. It will click. You get me? It's just when. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, we've got amazing talent, amazing players. But I don't think it's the players, bro. You know what I mean? I think it's just, like Alex said it, man. There's other factors to it. You get me? Like pitches and that. They've tried, innit? Can't lie. From when I've joined till now, they've tried, man. You get me? There's some pitches in Niger that we play on and it's, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, the majority is just, you know what I'm saying? And for us players, like most of us, we all play in Europe, innit? You know what I'm saying? We're used to carpets and, you get me?
Yeah. That pristine thing.
You know what I'm saying? We're used to carpets and that. So sometimes that can be difficult, but like, nevertheless, like, everyone always gives 100%, you know, even when the thing's bubbling. And sometimes we still jog on it, you know, because it's just like, bruv, it's what we have in it. Let's jog, man. And we actually try to jog, and we do sometimes, you get me? But sometimes pitch can play factors in it, man.
So what needs to happen for it to click?
Bruh, I'm not gonna lie, people think I'm chatting shit in it. Bro, you give Nigeria, not even us, man, give the country 10 good pitches, yeah? Well looked after, you get me? I promise you, fam. I think that's all that it is. 2019 AFCON, where was he? Egypt. Pitches are like carpets, bro. Balled out, man. If you go look at highlights, bro, we played football. The last AFCON, Cameroon, pitches like carpets, jogging. We was playing. We was playing football, you know. Cause like, you know what I'm saying. The pitch is just patterned. Like people say, oh, it's managers and this and that. It's man, bro. It's not managers, man. It's not what's happening behind the scenes, man. Like we couldn't care less, bro. You know what I'm saying. We just want to play well for Nigeria. Want to play well for ourselves, our families. You get me, bro. I think that's the #1 thing, you know. If you get us patterned pitches, bro. We'll
okay, so it's just pitches. Because
for me,
some people say like accommodation, infrastructure. You hear about plane travel, like,
obviously, and lack of training kit.
Yeah, like, kit. You're having to go to like a night town in the country to get kit because
I ain't experienced that. Maybe one time, but that wasn't because of what the kit got. It didn't arrive in it. The kit didn't arrive, so we had to go to a night town somewhere in it. So that wasn't. You get me? I've only had positives in Niger, you know. Obviously, there's a couple of times there's been some things where it's questionable, in it.
Like anywhere, like that happens everywhere, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
What I mean? So.
You know what I'm saying? But those are off the pitch stuff, innit? Like off the pitch stuff. I feel like, fam, that it can be patterned. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's just you. So you just take everything in the stride. You don't even look.
You get me, man. Okay, we're in a beat up hotel. Okay, we're in a beat up hotel. We're not gonna be here forever. That's how I see it. You get me?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie. As of recent, maybe the past 3 years, Nigeria been patterned, you know. From the flight from England there, get me. You get me? When we get to Niger, that hotel's sweet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm easily pleased. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't really had anything to moan about. You get me?
So where do you man go to chop the suya?
I think that's I can't be disclosed, you know. Before the manager knows it, eat suya in our rooms. Eat suya. Don't worry, though. We've got our runners. Fam. On a quick one.
Soya, when you go back to Niger, there's a place, I think University of Soya in Lagos that we chop.
University? Well, you don't just get it from the side or the road?
Yeah, like it's called, the shop.
Oh, that's what it's called?
Yeah, university. It's not actually a university. Yeah, man.
We got a thing quick. Anyone that's on the store, fam. You know what I'm saying? The little store things on the side of the
property, authentic.
You know what I'm saying?
The onion and the seasoning. The full flavour.
God. Yo, unreal, man. That, when we're in Abuja, we have kilishi. You know what kilishi is?
Yeah. The dry one.
You see the kilishi in Abuja? What? Damn, man. It's been a minute, but yeah, man, it's good.
So in terms of like AFCON, obviously Niger have qualified now, thankfully, I think in the last round of fixtures. So like, what's your view towards that? Because obviously you want to be in the squad, innit?
Fam, I can't lie, fam. We have to win it, fam. 2019 came third. Obviously the last one was a big upset. We should have done a thing because we was all charged, bro. You see our group stages? Slapped everyone. 9 points, slapped everyone. Egypt got the works. You know what I'm saying? Egypt got the works, bro. Everyone thought, oh, I hate Egypt. Oh, Egypt's gonna be half a Nige. Bro, we're a big nation as well, you know.
Yeah.
Gave it to them quickly, man. They didn't know Wagwan. But obviously it was a big upset. So this upcoming one, I can't lie, man. We need to do something. At least get to the final, man. And I think we can.
Because you got probably one of the hottest strikers in the world right now, Victor, innit? So chat to us about him. How is he like? Because he's been linked with Chelsea, Man United,
Bayern,
150 M's and that.
Nah, he's a good guy, man. That's all I can say on him. He's a good guy, man. Like, he's one of them guys. Like, he knows he's hot and that.
Yeah.
But around us, he's just normal, man. You know what I'm saying? He'll never be big time or anything. You know what I'm saying? And he's waited for his time, you know. Yeah. Even in the national team, he's waited, man. He's had to do the second fiddle, man, third fiddle, a couple of times for a few years, man. You know what I mean? 2019 AFCON, I think he only played twice. You know what I'm saying? The last one as well. Who was striker the last one? Was it him? I think it was him. But yeah, he's had to wait, innit? And I think everything that's coming to him, he deserves it, man. Seriously.
And where do you like put him in terms of like the top strikers? Do you think he's up there with like the Harry Kanes, the Haalands? Is he in that top bracket?
He's on his way.
He's on his way.
He's on his way. Because you know what I'm saying? These man, Harry Kane and them, man, they're banging 20 goals constantly every season. You know what I'm saying? He's on his way, man. You get me? And I think he can do it. Let's be honest. I think he can do it if he keeps his head the way it is. He can, man. And for an African, I want to say African. I won't say Nigerian. I think African because we're winning as a continent. You get me?
Yeah.
It's all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's good, man. It's good.
Because even Morocco in the sort of World Cup,
you know what I'm saying? I was buzzing for Morocco.
Yeah,
even though sometimes they may think they're not Africans, they're Africans, man. You know what I'm saying, bro?
The coach made it clear. It was like, first of all, we're African.
Yeah, so, you see that statement, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
I liked when I saw that.
I liked that when I saw that, man. That was real.
Because I've come across a couple of them, man, there. They think they're I don't know. You get me? Anyway, me in my life, I've come across a couple of them, innit? They might think they're different, bro. We're all Africans, man. And I was happy to see Morocco do so well. It was so good to see, bro. An African team, you know.
Yeah, bro, making history, man.
It's history, bro. Sick. So it was good.
So like in terms of what really.
Like what move?
Yeah.
So in terms of like life outside of football, what does Ola like getting up to? That's the truth. That's the truth. This turning that you're doing is scary.
He's got his bro in the background.
Nah. You see me? Nah, I like good lives, man. Good vibes.
Yeah.
I love to enjoy myself. I like to do things that make me happy and people around me happy first and foremost, innit? But yeah, man, I've got loads of interest, man. I like to draw and paint sometimes. You get me? When the feeling comes, I like that. That the most actually, because I got that from my mum and my brother. My brother used to draw bears, you know. Remember?
Michael
he used to draw bears, you know.
St. Thomas the Apostle, that art class.
He used to draw bears.
St. Thomas the Apostle.
So. Yeah, I like to do that. Like to spend time with my brothers a lot as well. I love spending time with my brothers as much as I can. Just I'm a normal guy, man. Just normal things, man. I love going cinema. Cinema's my thing. Love going cinema. Get me, man. Just you know what I mean. Just living life to the fullest, man. You don't know when it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So yeah.
I think I asked a few guests, like, so outside of football, how do you like protect your wealth? Because again, football it affords you like a brilliant lifestyle. We have to be real. So do you do things to protect yourself?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean, like
invest?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm on the property thing, man. For me right now, I really like the property thing because there's a lot of aspects to it, innit? And I like it, man. Interior as well. I like interior
because you're artsy, innit? Like, you like
the interior thing. People some say it's like feminine and that, but bro, I love the interior thing. Like my mum's crib now, that she's in the interior there. Like I was hands on a bit with that. You know what I'm saying? A little bit anyway. Because the woman that took over it, she had a good idea, innit?
Yeah, so he said, you know what I mean?
So like, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's I like interior, so the whole investing in property thing, that's what I like doing right now. But I know after ball, maybe even sooner, there's a couple other like ventures that I wanna go into. You get me, with like dogs and that. I like animals, but I like dogs. Let me not say animals. I like dogs, innit? So, you know what I'm saying? Might dabble in that, somehow. And a few other things with some of my friends, innit? A few ideas, even with Jordan, a few ideas. So yeah, man, it's looking hopeful. Fingers crossed, everything is okay.
Definitely. And speaking of winning, obviously we said Nigeria is winning at the minute, and also the music is winning at the minute. So
booming, bro.
We got Ashake,
man,
shutting down everywhere it goes.
Booming.
We got Burna Boy, we got Rema, we got Wiz.
Wiz will stay there. He's up there, bro. Even if he doesn't release for the next, he's there, bro.
So who's your GOAT out of all of that?
For me, it's Burna. I have to be real.
Put it there.
Put it there.
Put it there. Nah, for me, right now, you see Burna Boy, I've always enjoyed Burna Boy, innit? You get me? And he's just hit another level, man. Like, he's dropping some things, I'm just like, oof, Burna.
Bro, I went to his thing at the London Stadium.
Yeah, I wanted to go so bad, man.
Packed.
Yeah?
Sell out, bro. So basically, it was mad, because we were at the last entrance where you can get a clear view. So we turned
straight on.
Yeah, so because I was standing. So we turned round and we saw Stormzy and Dave.
Yeah.
Just standing. So we're like, they're going to perform. And then we turned around like 10 minutes later, they were gone.
They were gone.
On stage.
On stage.
Shut down the whole thing.
That
mad.
must have been sick, man.
Mad.
I was seeing Snapchat videos.
80K, bro.
It's mad. It started off weak, though. Like, people were like, hey, Burna, you can't sell out a stadium.
Like, people are waiting for the main event.
Remember, Beyonce was on that day as well, bro.
Oh, is it?
Beyonce was on.
Is it?
I think that was the FA Cup final as well.
Swear.
Yeah, bro. So he done his thing, man.
I done it right, man. No, because by the end of them Snapchats that I was seeing, the thing was packed. It was packed. So either way, you sold out, Sha. You get me? You sold out. You turn up, you didn't turn up. You bought the ticket. Sold out. Get me? Nah, but for me, Burna Boy, I enjoy his music a lot. I like Ashake.
So what do you think about his rise? Because he's like,
who, Burna Boy?
No, Ashake.
Ashake, yeah, just come from nowhere.
Basically.
Come from nowhere. I think he's good, man. He's got his own sort of sound.
Yeah.
So it's like that choir sound in the back. Yeah, I like it.
That spiritual.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like it, man, and you can tell when it's an Ashake tune, innit? And that's a good thing. Yeah. So I think that's good. I also think Rema's good. I like Rema. He's done his thing. Who else, man? I don't know. There's a couple other artists. They haven't obviously blown in that, but
Buju as well. I like Buju.
Yeah, Buju's always been good. I like Buju. What's his name?
Fireboy. I like
Fireboy. Ruga's alright.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, man, we're doing our thing. Nigeria's doing our thing. We're doing our thing.
So now the football team. So we got the music, the football.
We just need to level it now. You know what I'm saying, man? Just need to level it, man. And we can do it. That's what's frustrating, man. We can actually do it. And the nation knows you can do it, bro. That's why they're always cussing us, man. Always cussing us because they know we can. You know what I'm saying? But slowly but surely it will happen, man. Slowly and surely it will happen.
God willing, bro.
Yeah, man.
And in terms of like, if you're going on date night with the missus,
I ain't got missus no more, man.
Okay, I don't know what they say now. Where did you tell
So ladies, if you're listening, all eligible.
Nah, I'm not available. I'm not available.
You're unavailable like Davido,
Yes. Exactly. I'm not available, man. Leave me alone.
Why are you getting those DMs?
Not even, you know.
Serious?
Yeah, not even, man. Not even. What do you mean? I don't get the DMs, man.
Oh, you don't see them?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't get them.
Yeah.
I don't get them, man. You see me, I'm a person like, bro, if you see me, you see me. You know them ones. If you see me out, you see me out. Like, I'm not going to be catting for like, yo, come check, man. Come check me. I'm not going to be like that, man. You get me?
So obviously, let's say if you met a new spice.
Yeah.
And it's date night.
Yeah.
Going to Mayfair, Bagatelle. What are you rocking? What's the drink?
I've got a weird thing, you know. My thing's weird, man. Like, I like I can do the what do you call it?
The flare thing?
The flares, and I can do that. I could do that. But me, I'm just more like clean, innit? Not too in your face, like sort of thing. So like, if I was gonna get a designer and that, something designer, like it wouldn't be like bang, 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 like. Yeah, you know it's LV from fucking 10 miles away.
Okay,
you know what I mean? I'm not like that. You get me? I'm just.
Have you seen this new brand that everyone's rocking? Rude.
Yeah, Rude. Yeah, Rude. I got a couple of Rude pieces. Got a couple of them. I like their trousers. Some of their, not their jeans. They've got some trousers.
Okay.
And I'm a trouser guy, innit? I like trousers, man. Nice pair of chinos as well. Not skinny chinos, but like. You would have to see, man. Check the gram, innit? Check the gram, man. You have to see. Check the gram. You'll see, innit? Like, I'm just. You get me? I know how to put stuff together.
Because you're artsy, innit? You draw. That's your thing. Your mind puts things together.
You get me? I know how to put things together, man. Some man just throw it on because it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Look at them, man.
So with your man, you're obviously you don't judge people, but you're able to like say, oh, you know what? He's got something.
Yeah, of course, man. Obviously, everyone has their own taste, innit? That's why you can't say, oh, that's dead or that's dead, bro. That person likes it. You feel me? But when you, like, I even see a few people, some of my boys as well, bro. They can dress well, you know, even better than I would. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they put something on. I'm thinking, raw. That's nice. I would wear that. I would rock it the exact same way. You get me? Or maybe tweak a few things, but more or less the same. So, yeah, I could definitely see when someone's into that. You know what I mean?
No, Ola, man, it's been an absolute pleasure, bro. This has been 4 years in the making, I would say.
Yeah, delivered, man. Yeah. Delivered.
I hope so, you know.
Yeah, it's the first time I'm meeting you, but it's like I've known you for 20 years. It's been mad. We've got a closing tradition on this podcast where we ask our guests that's experienced the TBG treatment to recommend a potential guest in football to come onto this platform. So if you had to think of someone off the back of your head, who would it be?
I would only have to go with my boys, you know. Ballers, yeah?
Ballers.
Oh, yeah, obviously. The beautiful game. It would have to be either like Fikayo, Tomori, or Tammy, Abraham. One of them two. I think you could get a good, probably even at the same time.
Jeez, that would be...
Because their story, they've come up together, same age group, same age. You know what I'm saying? They've literally done nearly everything together. So that would be, yeah, them two.
Okay, so what, is this something you can potentially help with? Because man come on the pod. And you know what's funny? Like, people think, because I know at the end of Alex's pod, he recommended you. But obviously, we're already in deep negotiation. We're just waiting for the signature.
So that Alex doesn't get credit for this one, you know.
So obviously, like, for Kyle and is that one you can potentially like put a word in?
You know, I could obviously put a word in, but it's obviously their schedule.
Of course.
Both of them are in Italy. You know what I mean? So probably maybe for next summer, innit?
Yeah.
For next summer. Or maybe you can even fly out there. I don't know.
Yeah, we're open to that. We'll do that.
Even
we'll
fly out
that,
there,
bro.
man. You know what I'm saying?
That.
It'll be nice. That'll be different for the pod. So, yeah. I'll put a word in.
I love my bro.
No worries, man. Thank you lot, man.
No, love. We're going to leave it there. That's another episode of the Beautiful Game podcast. Until next time, over and out. Peace.
Yep.